United States provides humanitarian aid to South Sudan with the grave conditions in the country resulting from conflicts, natural disasters, insufficient food, and the pandemic. Over 2/3 of the population in South Sudan need humanitarian assistance. The U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID's, recent $195 million donation to South Sudan will be used for life-saving emergency food, nutrition support, health care, livelihood assistance, and protection services for 1.5 million people, as well as be utilized to prepare for future crises. The initiative is in cooperation with the United Nations World Food Programme, or WFP, and supports the UN Humanitarian Aid Service and the WFP-led logistics cluster that are reaching remote populations in need of urgent help. The United States is a recipient of 5 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governance, 7 Shining World Leadership Awards for Promoting Healthy Living, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governor, Justice, Protection, and Environmental Protection, and a laureate of 24 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Loving Care, a Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance, a Shining World Peace Leader Award, Shining World Caring Leadership Award, and Shining World Super Loving Care Leadership Award. Our sincere gratitude, USAID and WFP, for your compassionate assistance to the soulful people of South Sudan. May the situation quickly improve for all to live in peace, safety, and joy in heaven's protection.
Team of international scientists discover new type of planet formation. The Subaru telescope situated in Hawaii, United States, and the Hubble Space Telescope are being used to study a gaseous planet being shaped in a rare way, where clouds of gas collapse down into the formation. Ordinarily, planets are created from a rocky core that attracts more matter and gases due to its gravity, while relying on its nearby star to provide material. The observed celestial body is similar to Jupiter but is 9 times larger. It is also over 2 times further from its host star than the distance between Pluto and our Sun. Such fascinating news researchers on this newly discovered way in which planets can form. In celestial radiance, may our ongoing investigation of the beautiful universe in which we live help to inspire spiritual feelings in all people.
Benefit event for Ukraine staged in UK by famed ballet dancers. The charity gala dance for Ukraine was held at the London Coliseum Theatre in England to raise funds for Ukraine and spread the message of peace. The event featured world-leading dancers from across the globe, including Ukraine's Katia Kanyakova, and raised more than £140,000 for the UK Disasters Emergency Committee's appeal. Attended by His Excellency Vadim Pristaiko, Ukraine's ambassador to the United Kingdom, the show opened with Ukraine's national anthem sung by Ukrainian mezzo-soprano Ksenia Nikolaeva and was followed by 13 symbolism-filled performances. The organizers, Ivan Petrov and Alina Kochekaro, wrote, "We are united in our belief that art can and must stand up for humanity. Our heartfelt appreciation, organizers and performers, for your poignant artistic expressions of solidarity with our Ukrainian brothers and sisters. We pray the Russians immediately leave the country so that the noble Ukrainian people may rebuild their lives in peace and security. In God's mercy."
Study finds Australian early autism diagnosis tool is world's most effective. The social attention and communication surveillance tool was developed by Associate Professor Josephine Barbero of La Trobe University in Australia as a part of her PhD thesis 15 years ago. It assists in early autism diagnosis, which helps the involved families to access more support, services, and therapies. According to a 5-year study of more than 13,500 children that was published in the journal JAMA Network Open, this tool is the world's most successful in discovering autism as early as at 12 months of age. Presently, it is used in parts of Australia and in 10 other countries. Professor Barbero said that an early autism diagnosis improves developmental outcomes, cognition, and language, and facilitates the child's greater involvement in schooling. Congratulations, Professor Josephine Barbero and researchers, for your innovative tool that is helping so many bright youngsters. May we see more such wonderful advancements for children's health in a kind world which values each precious being in divine light.
Sanitation worker searches for and saves lost senior woman. Macario Chisholm, a sanitation worker from Carruthersville, Missouri, USA, was shopping at a convenience store early one morning when the cashier informed him that an alert had been put out for 82-year-young Thelma Bates, who has dementia and was missing. Mr. Chisholm hastily left the store to search for Miss Bates, and a short time later found her barefoot out in the cold with the temperature being around -9 degrees Celsius. He managed to carry her into his waiting truck. Miss Bates was taken to the hospital and was released shortly afterwards in good health. Mr. Chisholm was named a Great Acts of Kindness Award winner and given a $400 check by a local news channel and bank during a ceremony at the City Hall with the grateful family, including Miss Bates attending. Our applause, Macario Chisholm, for your kind-hearted actions. May Thelma Bates have many more happy years ahead with her loving family in heaven's comforting gaze.
French food tech company secures funding for constructing vegan chicken factory. Plant-based food innovation firm Yumiami has secured $30 million in seed funding to finance its next stage of expansion. The brand says it has perfected vegan plant-based chicken breast fillets and will use the money to build a factory and research and development facility near Paris. Co-founded in 2020 by Tristan Murrell, the company plans to be producing 15,000 metric tons of vegan meat by 2025, which will be sold to the food and catering industry. Other enterprises involved in the launch of vegan chicken products include UK-based VFC, Singapore's Tyndall, and Australia's V2 Food. Way to go, Yumiami and other vegan plant-based chicken innovators. In the protective gaze of the Providence, may the vegan meat companies of our world continue their rapid expansion and success as we make compassionate food choices for a bright future.
Unprecedented number of crab people take part in annual migration at coastal tourist spot in Cuba. In March 2022, millions of red, black and yellow crab persons came from forests at dawn and dusk and made their way to the southern Cuban coastline to reproduce. The increase in their numbers has been attributed to the great reduction of humans in the area in the past 2 years due to the pandemic, which has allowed the crab folk to cross normally busy streets safely. Municipal authorities have cautioned drivers not to travel in the mornings and evenings on the roads that the crab people use, with the crossings of the red crab persons possibly continuing until July. Sadly, it has been estimated that about 3.5 million crab folk lose their lives each season on the roads. We pray for the safety of the glorious crab people in God's embrace. May our co-inhabitants be cared for and protected as our dear friends.